Good morning, Ground Roots Outdoors. That's right, it's Aaron Morstead, and I'm glad you are joining us here today. We're running through the gambit with the EVL today, the new toy. This is number 2 review. Right now, we're going through what they call bare shaft tuning. Okay, and I have gone up in weight on my arrows because long story, okay, but we won't get into that right now. But however, when you do go up weight, you gotta get this thing dialed into your bow, okay? And these arrows are going to talk to you. It's going to, if it's hitting high, knock high, knock low, you need to move your rest. If it's knock left, knock right, it means you need to turn your knock, believe it or not. Okay, now I know that these 530 grain arrows, they fly great out of this bow because I've already got 5 of them sighted in and ready to go, but wanted to just kind of show you how this works. Okay, and so what you do is, you see the label? Yeah, these are Easton hexes. Normally they're 365 grains. However, when you knock the old insert out, which only weighs like 18 grains, and you put 175 grains in it, beefs it up real nice. So anyway, so that's 530 grains now without fletchings. Get ready. You add the fletchings, you're adding another 13 to 18 grains. Okay, so yeehaw. And then of course I shoot lighted knocks too, so then we'll knock tune it. So we're gonna knock tune this thing, and here we go. It's very important that you do this, okay? And I've learned this. I wish I would have done this since I started archery, and I really do. I wish I'd have started doing this when I first started, because I'd have saved myself a lot of frustration on arrows and all this other stuff. So what you want to do is you want to get the label on your arrow, and you want your knock lined up perfect. And then what you do is you shoot. And if it knock left, right, whatever, then you turn your knock just a quarter turn or an eighth of a turn, whatever, until it straightens up. And believe it or not, it will straighten up. So check it out. Let's do this. And literally, all you need to do is be 5 yards, 5 to 6 yards. I'm actually 6 yards away from my target right now. And here goes the first one. I'm in my garage because it's really windy outside. I'm not going to do this outside, but I can still do it inside. So here we go. So it looks, we got a knock left, so we need to turn the knock a little bit, and I'll show you. Here we go. I'll take you with me. All right. Oop, sorry. Oop, dang it. Oh, sorry. Oop. All right. See? Ooh, ow. All right. See how it's knock left from the spot? We need to move the knock. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, so I went an eighth of a turn. So as you can see, there's a label, and that knock is turned down. Okay, so let's see how that works. This is actually cool. Just make sure I don't shoot you. Shoot my phone, otherwise my wife will be kicking my butt. Ooh. Okay, so it's still a little bit knock left, but not near as bad. So we're gonna make another eighth of a turn, which will put it at a quarter of a turn. So, all right, here we go. The crazy thing is, and I know this sounds like a lot of work, but it's worth it to tune your bow and your arrows. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, this EVL, it is very tunable. It loves you, and as long as you treat it right, she gonna treat you right. So here we go. Just broke that arrow because the stupid target fell. Right, good job. Good news, arrow was fine. But I'm gonna have to do a reshoot on it. Make sure it hits right. Make sure I put it in there right on the string. There we go. All right, let's do this again. Yeah, she's still knocked left. So we'll turn it again. All right. Yes, and this takes a long time. And this is arrow number 1 that I'm doing. So, but it does take a while. But everything is worth doing, you know, everything that's worth doing is worth doing right. So you might as well do it the right way. Ooh, okay. So now we need to turn it back the other way because I turned it too much. Sweet. It's dialed in. And it's hitting perfect. And I did that in 15 minutes. Perfect. Like I said. Okay. Just making sure you got it dialed in, making sure that thing is hitting straight. Because what's going to happen is now you're going to put those fletchings on there, and then you're going to put, you know, you're going to have to tune it a little bit for the fletchings, but not much. And then you're going to put a broadhead on there and start flinging broadheads with one arrow. Then you tune it some more, and you're going to knock tune it. All you're doing, believe it or not, turning that knock and stuff will help you. If you don't believe me, go to Ranch Fairy on the YouTube, and or go to ranchfairy.com and watch what he does. Now, I'm not telling you to go buy all new arrows and crap, guys, because I can't. I'm a teacher, but I was able to knock the old nocks out of my arrows, put these new nocks in that I ordered, and beefed them up. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can tell with this thing shooting, these arrows are 10 times quieter than what they were before I added all that weight to them. 10 times quieter, I promise you. So yeah, you're losing some speed. Guys, I'm going from literally from 287 feet per second to now shooting 242 feet per second because I went to Choctaw Archery, had to get a new D-loop put on yesterday, and I ran these through the chronograph. So guys, I'm telling you, that's where it's at. Okay, and I know some of you guys are going to get mad at me. Some of you guys are going to say, oh, you don't need those heavy arrows, blah, blah, blah. Guys, you do you. I'm gonna do me, but the proof is in the pudding. I want to make sure I'm able to attack. If I get that big monster buck who's 1/4-2, I want to make sure that this arrow is going to crush that shoulder blade. I want to make sure that I get that ethical kill, guys. Because blood trails, it's a proven fact. Blood trails are inconsistent. You can have a great one time and have crappy ones the next 5 times, but it's worth going through the effort, and it's worth tuning your bow to your arrows and tuning your arrows to your bow. Hey, something I forgot to tell you guys, when you get these things not tuned and you get them lined up properly, you need to take a black Sharpie and mark them, okay? And mark where it's perfect. That way when you start broadhead tuning and fletching tuning, then you can make your adjustments and stuff, and you know where to mark them and stuff. And I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. All right, let me show you how this works. Okay, now, this doesn't happen very often where this thing is knock tuned already. So I got blessed. I don't believe in luck, I believe in blessed. So I take my black Sharpie, and hang on, let me flip you. So I take that knock right here, and I'm gonna mark it right here, and I'm also gonna mark the shaft. Okay, that way I know where my marks are. That way when I fletch tune them and broadhead tune them, it's doing the same thing. So hang on, I'll show you how to do it. All right, hopefully y'all can see that, the Sharpie mark here, and on the shaft, I've marked a Sharpie. Normally I use a silver Sharpie because you can see that better on the shaft and on the knock, but I ran out of silver, so I gotta go buy a new silver Sharpie. But hopefully that makes sense. So,
hey y'all, hopefully this video made sense. But when you buy a new bow, take the time. I mean, you spend a lot of money on these bows, you spend a lot of money on your equipment. One, don't fudge on your arrows. I mean, seriously, there's nothing worse than fudging on your arrows, buying cheap arrows, and having this beautiful bow that shoots like crap. Okay, I will tell you, those Easton Hexes, guys, I liked them, but they were kind of all over the place. Okay, but when I added more weight to them, they tightened up. I mean, look at this grouping. Look at that grouping, guys, and that's bare shaft arrows, guys. I mean, so when you get the right setup and the right arrows, they fly well. And if you're going to spend the money on a good bow, like I did, I spent great money, guys. It was totally worth it, guys. I've been shooting this thing now. I know I haven't done a lot of videos and stuff, but I just want to get familiar with this bow before I start getting crazy with it. Because, guys, I'm going to tell you what, there's a couple of archery tournaments, 3D tournaments coming up. I plan to get in the middle of that sucker, and I plan to win that thing. I really do. And Haskell at Choctaw Archery, he's going to be putting it on, and I'm going to get out there and start flinging arrows with him. But I'm going to shoot the heavy arrows. I'm going to shoot the heavy arrows because, one, my bow shoots better with them. And if you listen to it, guys, it's a lot quieter. And I'm shooting in a controlled environment. I'm shooting in my garage where it echoes. And for me, when I release that arrow, I can hear the buzz with those light arrows. But there's no buzzing with this thing. This thing is just, all that energy is stored up in those arrows, and they're flying great for me. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. Again, thank you guys for everything you've done, and stay tuned to the next video.
if you like what you see, hit your thumbs up. If you like what you see and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and a little bell for notifications. Oh, and by the way, guys, we're going to do a giveaway on the next video. I'll let you guys know who wins the giveaway, but I'm giving away some Ramcat broadheads, because those are my go-to broadheads, and I'll promise you, you won't find a flapper broadhead, or mechanical. I like to call them flappers. You won't find one as accurate as a Ramcat broadhead. I promise you. Promise you, promise you, promise you. Just try them out. Love you guys. See you next time.